exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Golden Eagles will kick this deep to get us going. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive. The Hilltoppers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, we've seen this quarterback build a reputation for making plays when his team really needs him.
Well, I think the best thing about he's just consistent. You know what you're going to get with this guy. He typically makes very good decisions, but every once in a while when he needs to step up and make a play, he's more than capable.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Looking to throw here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. At his second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And there's the handoff. Running through the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, then he made a great throw for that first down.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
A completion makes it second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The Hilltoppers will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Trying to get the throw off. That one sails incomplete. They're too far.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And this one is caught. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. big receiver. They can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
On first down, it's play action. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense comes out for their first possession today. And Kirk, this offense features a receiver that certainly hurt opponents. So how do you think they're going to defend him? Do they single cover him or give him extra attention?
Well, Chris, I really think it's going to depend on how the corners are playing for this defense, because if you leave him one-on-one, he's got the skill set to make you pay for that. And this quarterback does a really good job of locating him, especially on those third down situations. Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion of the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here comes a handoff. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, Western Kentucky has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now with the opening period.
Western Kentucky 7, Southern Mississippi 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Takes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Golden Eagles trying to cash in here in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And he knocks it right through. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's DC yardage on that return. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays, and they did that there for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Wants to throw it. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And the quarterback keeps it here. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here's the 2nd down play. shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the ball. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. A deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
The Golden Eagles will send the punt team onto the field. And it's fair caught right at midfield. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver inside the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Hilltoppers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Second down, we're going to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Crucial third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. Finds his man. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down. They're going to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Hilltoppers line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Foster. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of bore over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The Hilltoppers will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll try the left side with a toss. Powers through the tackle. They'll tackle him at the 27.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And the Golden Eagles will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it second and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab. It's Henley. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Hilltoppers will have first and 10 here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hilltoppers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Play action here on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Blitz and a quick sack. Kirk, Western Kentucky has the lead here. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the 4th quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17. The Golden Eagles with 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. And I think it really caught this defense off guard.
So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Trying to force a field goal attempt. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. Southern Miss.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that previous play. Working clock with the ground game. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And the Hilltoppers are in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Now the important point after attempt. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Short connection to the tight end here. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the Golden Eagles lining up here on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Davis. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. Now it's going to bring up third down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Pittman. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Or just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another fourth down for this quarterback.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. He took about reaching back and showing the arm strength. He didn't get there that time.
Yeah, they actually work on this, believe it or not, in practice. Every receiver has a position to be in, whether it's the front or the back or in the middle. Then you just hope for maybe a tip ball that goes up into the air and somebody comes down with it. How about that? A touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game.